It's a beautiful, beautiful morning on the 4th of February 2015. I am standing in Le Vescenay, which is one of the best towns to live in France. Down there at the end of the street you actually have this station called Le Vescenay-le-Pec. You have two stations here, Le Vescenay Centre and Le Vescenay-le-Pec, and I'm going to give you a brief walking tour around the area called Lac Ipisse, which is probably the most prestigious place to live in Le Vescenay. Just let the cars pass, we're going to better. Up at Lac Ipisse, you're only allowed to have local people driving. So it's a very quiet area. Beautiful house up there. There are many nice mansions here. As you might have heard in one of my earlier programs, Le Vescenay is the 16th richest town of France, and that means that if you minus some of the arrondissements in Paris, you are nearly on the top 10 of richest places to live. This both affects the square meter price per house, but it comes for a reason if you see these beautiful, beautiful buildings. A lot of the houses here are built around 1900 to 1910. What happened was that there was a whole plot of land bought up here by, I believe, two brothers. And they had a vision. They wanted to make this a very special place, because we're only 15 kilometers west of Paris. And now we are at the extraordinary, beautiful Lac Ipisse. Beautiful open spaces here. Again, only local traffic. There are gates here. Only local traffic unless you're going over to the clubhouse for lunch, which I often am. They also have tennis courts over there. Beautiful place to eat. The lake is slightly frozen by now. Again, it is in February. Anyway, so the whole plot of land here was bought to create a special atmosphere. And Le Vescenay, as the only town in the entire France with 50,000 towns and 60 million inhabitants, have a special status of being parc village. That means this town was actually set up as in a park area. They created parks and they created lakes. This is the biggest lake. They have a lot of small creeks and streams here where you can go and feed ducks and swans. There's again a beautiful, beautiful, vast open area. I'll just pass. This is by the locals known as Petit Trianon, and for the people that knows a little bit of historic factor, then Trianon is what exists at Versailles as well, and it was built like a summer residence for Marie Antoinette. So this is a copy of that style. It's a very nice, beautiful building. The locals are here. We have a dog walker. So Le Vescenay is a very, very special town. You have good infrastructure with 2 trains to Paris. It takes you, roughly put, from here to downtown Paris 20 minutes. A lot of people work at the stop before Paris called La Défense. La Défense is, to my knowledge, the largest area in Europe where there are most headquarters. It is you can call it Manhattan of Paris. Bit windswept area, but many sky rises there, and mainly own a business as far as I know. I'm just going back towards the little lake. See if we can say good morning to my friend the swans. They're sleeping now. Yeah, they're dozing off a little bit. It is a beautiful day here in France. We have 4 seasons, which I love. I think a beautiful winter morning like this, with the sun is shining high, small ice on the lake. It's the first time I've seen ice here for a whole winter. It's been very mild this winter. Well, then you're looking forward to spring and seeing the spring blossoms coming out. You got the beautiful little summer You got a magnificent autumn. Can you imagine all the leaves here at autumn? I love the 4 seasons. I like change of climate. I like looking forward to something. In summer I'm looking forward to be gathering fruit. In the autumn, I'm looking forward to be snuggling up with my kids on the couch with a hot chocolate, and so on and so forth. And yeah, they just cut down the branches here. Anyway, I'm going to take you over to see a couple more beautiful mansions. It's again a very, very nice area like Ibiza. All of the Vesine have some very interesting architecture. See how wonderful this area is. My shadow. Another car gate there, so you can't just enter. It's open over here. But you simply get a fine if you drive around here. You don't have many tourists in our area. It's most mainly residential area, but you can get some snoopers. But I often see a little police officer down here, or something, person going for a morning jog, I think, or no, running to the station. So a nice house. This area is not a show-off area. You have a lot of very influential people living here. You have a lot of ambassadors living, or top CEOs, but you don't show off having a flashy car. You don't show off with your bling bling. You don't show off with your Chanel suit. It is what I'll call discreet bourgeois elegance. You say, you know, you have a lot of, it'll be Mercedes and BMWs, Audis, yes, but you don't see so many red flashy sports cars as you would perhaps expect to do in an area as rich as this. But that's mainly down south. Yeah, of course you see a couple of Porsche, but it's not nouvelish. People know what they have. It's a lot of the French call it bon chic, bon goût. So it's about being dressed well and having a good taste, but again, not to flash it. Flashing is considered very rude. So you live a good sort of life. Most of the men will be working in Paris or abroad. My expat friends, well, naturally their husbands, they work a lot, and that's how it is. But they can make it home in the evening to a superb, wonderful, quality family life. This is Promenade de Hunters Hill, and now you can come to one of the artificial creeks with a, what can't we call it, water flow, a small waterfall. I love this little creek. I love the sound of water. I hope you can hear it. Beautiful, right? And you find many passages like this. Also some, can I say hidden ones? Where you can take the children for feeding some ducks. Now it's very early morning, so a lot of the animals are still sleeping, but I often see ducks here, and I'm looking forward to the spring to seeing Duck Mama coming with all her little ducklings in a string. And I'm going to finish this video soon. We are now on the other side, passing another lovely, beautiful house. This is very typical for around 1900 to build like this. Very, very beautiful homes. I have to say, I have a crush on houses built between 1900 and 1925. There are many other lovely, nice houses. But back then you had good quality, handy people, and they knew what they were doing. Of course, I love castles that are older than that. But for family homes, I do think you have a lot of impressively good stones from around that time. You had a good era, basically before the First World War. I know it started in 1914, but and then you also had some lovely houses around the Art Deco time. This mansion I love. This is what the French would call une belle demeure. So they're not manor houses. Manor houses normally on the countryside with more land, but they can be in the size of a manor house. So that's why we call them mansions and not manor houses. Look at that gate. Isn't that impressive? I have been fortunate. Wow, sorry, it's a heron. Wow, how lucky do we get? Look at that. Look at that. A morning with a heron. Good morning. You actually find a lot of herons, but one of my favorite birds, a very majestic bird. What a treat on an early morning to wake up to that. I love birds, as you probably could guess. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. You don't go wrong living in Blasonnaye. Whether you choose to live here and send your children to a private or public school, they're all good. In this area, we have the highest density in France of international schools. And as I told you in a previous video, my heron is flying away. The best school in the entire France is Lycée International. It's a multiple international school in many languages, and it's not in Blasonnaye but in the neighboring town of Saint-Germain-en-Laye. You have the American School of Paris, you have the English School, it's called British School. You have some smaller private international schools. When I say international, it's mainly English, but you also got some German schools. And if you go to Lycée International, they have many sections. So they have a Danish section, they have a Swedish section, they got Italian, German, Chinese, Russian, English, American, and many other sections for languages. So what you do with Lycée International is that your children will go to a regular French school and then spend time at Lycée, normally twice a week, where they retalk their own language, which is very good for expats if they are staying on a longer term. I don't know if you saw it, but there's another heron sitting right here in the center of the photo. You probably can't see it, but it's very, very beautiful. What a majestic bird. But you really have the top family life here. You profit from being very close to Paris. You go in there, go shopping as a lady, or as I do, I work in Paris. And you can come home in the evening to your family, have a wonderful lifetime. I am often in Paris, where I send my kids to school at 8:30. I am back home to pick them up at 4:30 and make sure my kids don't know I've even been away. That, I think, is a perfect life, at least to me. And I profit fully from it. Anyway, I will stop the little movie here. You got an impression of La Gibis and some of the surrounding streets. Beautiful, beautiful area. The houses are a little bit smaller here, but still beautiful houses. All of them have a nice garden. I have not in 4.5 years here seen a messy garden. And I'm actually going to visit a friend in here today. So I'm going to stop the video now. And with this, he has a lovely donut. I love his little lion. Ding ding. And he's got a beautiful dog. Anyway, good morning to all of you and to the heron. And hi, Suzu. And goodbye from me and the wonderful dog. A bientôt.